I got to bring you that story from Sweden. This is very important. A mob of some 200, mostly masked men, attacked migrants in Stockholm. Apparently this is in retaliation for the death of a 22-year-old health worker who was stabbed, allegedly, by a migrant. Yeah. Joining us now from the American Islamic Forum for Democracy, Jasser. You know, I hate to say it, but this is civil strife big time. It's arrived in Europe, and it really is serious stuff. Your take, please.
It really is, Stuart. And, you know, the cancer started with the spread of hundreds of thousands from Syria, from Assad's regime, from ISIS. And that cancer now has sort of a Newtonian cultural response of physics. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, and there's sort of a clash of civilizations, if you will, and violence is beginning to erupt as we thought it would, and hopefully the rule of law will prevail. These mobs don't represent Sweden or the West, but unfortunately, where there hasn't been a concerted effort of their society to figure out how to weed out the jihadists, as a result, you have these vigilante groups that are trying to take it under their own arms, and it's going to create more and more chaos.
It's a numbers game, though, isn't it? I mean, there are just so many Muslim migrants arriving in Europe, well over 1 million into Germany alone last year. It's a numbers game. Do you think that they've almost certainly crossed the tipping point? Just too many for that society to absorb?
Well, that's the fear, is that they accepted so many so quickly that the Muslim population in Europe that could actually help them assimilate, help them accommodate. I mean, now they're releasing manuals of how to be nice and not violent. I mean, it's just sort of absurd, the type of quick rush to try to train these people into Western mores when, in fact, they're bringing with them this tribal dynamic, and it's just too many too fast. I hope it's not to the tipping point where it unravels Europe, but unfortunately, unless we start to hear movements within the Muslim community to try to moderate and lead a reform-type effort against this, you're going to see equal and opposite reactions, and I hope the rule of law will prevail there.
But you think we're close to the point where Europe breaks apart culturally and there is real serious violence? We seem to be very close to that, Zudi.
Yeah, I mean, this may be a sign of that, but we can only pray that it's not heading more and more towards that direction.
Well said, Jasser. Thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Stuart. Appreciate it.